In this video, we're going to be talking all about arithmetic operators using the Swift programming language. This is also going to be a little bit of a maths lesson too, because it works perfectly with it. So let's just start with a couple of variables. We've got let m is equal to 3, and this is then the slope, and then x is then the x position on the graph, and b is then the y-intercept, okay, on the graph. Now we've got that clear out of the way. We now have the slope-intercept form. If you don't remember it, it's perfectly fine. M times x plus b is equal to y. So this already in itself is explaining to you what arithmetic operators are. Y is a variable, okay? It's not, so y is mutable because it's declared with a var, and we have the assignment operator, which we've been all over already, and this is an expression on the right hand side. It's an expression because it's got multiplication sign in it, as in the star, it's got addition sign in it as well, and so on. So what about if we want to now just work out the value of m without looking at this? So we now could make another expression of, and we'll say the value of m is equal to, so we need to say first of all that y minus b, because we're going to bring b across the other side, so we're going to minus it off this side and minus it on the other side as well. So we've now got y minus b, and now we need to divide this side by x and divide this side by x too. So we can put this in brackets, and now we can say divide by x, and this now gives us the value of m once again too, right? And now if we wanted the value of x, we could do basically exactly the same. So we've got y already. We're going to have to put this in brackets. We've got y already, so we need to minus b off, and then we need to divide it by m, because we know what m is already. And then if we wanted to know what b was, we know what y is already, and we then just basically need to, well, we know what y is already, we just now need to basically divide that by m times by x, right? And that is it. And now you've got the b. So this is basically arithmetic operators. You see here we've got division, we've got minusing, we've got subtraction, so we say we've got addition, we've got multiplication, and so on. So you really don't need to think too much about it. These are the basic signs that you need to use. Now, if you looked in watching the last video, you saw that I used the power function. I also used the square root function too, if you want to then use them. Yeah, so this is basically what arithmetic operators are. The star is then for multiplication, the plus sign is for addition, the minus sign is for subtraction, division is then the /, and then percentage sign is for percentage, and sorry, percentage sign is not for percentage, it's for modulus, but we'll do that in another video as well. So there we go. This is basically arithmetic operators. They are exactly the same as normal, but please do not mix up arithmetic operators with concatenation, okay? So when we say David plus this plus then Thorn, this is not arithmetic operators, because the left-hand side, the operand on the left-hand side of the add sign and the right-hand side, they're both strings. This means that the compiler says, okay, this is not arithmetic operators, this is now string concatenation, all right? So just because they use the same sign, that it also means something different. Okay, now it can be that you see something like, let's call it z is plus equal x, all right? Now, but z in the beginning, or we need to say that z, let's say var z is equal to 0, and then you said z is equal to plus equals x. That's basically saying that z is equal to z plus x. That's the same thing. Now, this is pure arithmetic operators. This is kind of something else, okay, but it's kind of doing the same thing, all right? It's using the assignment operator with arithmetic operators too. But this is kind of a bit of a shorthand, which we'll talk about in other videos too. Now, if you want to have negative numbers, then we can just put a negative sign in front of a variable 2. Now, if we want to put a negative sign in front of the slope to say it's got a -3 slope, and then we come to the m and we say negative once again, that's doing the same thing. It's negating the negative sign. It's just as if you were doing mathematics as well. So there's no difference than saying the minus here, all right? It's exactly the same thing that if you were doing algebra anyway. Okay, with that said, that is how to master arithmetic operators. It wasn't very difficult, and it isn't very difficult, and I'm sure you found it super easy as well. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and if you do have any questions, concerns, or feedback, please don't forget to put them in the comment section down below. And if you want to be notified when I make any other videos, don't forget to tap that notification bell as well. Thanks then, bye-bye.